This is Gracie Opulanza from Men's Style Fashion. I'm in a Bentley Spur and I'm really excited because I've got my very good friend Georgie, who is car tech talk. Hello, yes, us women know about cars. Georgie, I'm just going to drive off and just give us a little bit about your background.
Hello there. Well, it just so happens that I was a mechanic and now I teach mechanics and I work for Nescott College. And I find myself teaching lots of people of all different ages, and I go out to their workplaces and I assess them there. So that's a bit about me. Back to Gracie, the awesomeness.
Let's talk about the Bentley Spur and your take on it.
Okay, well, it's an awesome car. It's very comfortable indeed. The lovely seats that recline and move in several different directions. And then, of course, we've got all loads of different technical settings. Can I change the camera on that?
You can. We'll just keep talking about sort of female. Now, this year, I'm the very few women in the world that owns a men's magazine.
Yeah.
The next couple of months, I'm reviewing over about £1.3 million worth of cars. And the PR and all the car brands are loving me because they're like, we love the lifestyle female angle, but you're not. You're car tech, which talk about the Bentley brand, what it means to you, and you know what's so special about it, and some of the features that you love.
Well, Bentley is classic. It's Bentley. We can't get any better or historic than Bentley. My goodness, what a car! What a label! What a brand! And of course it's bespoke and it's hand stitched, and all this leather is chosen specially for this vehicle, and all of that really excites me. I can't help myself with cars. I love them to pieces. And then this has the fully adjustable, or you can adjust it manually as we were fiddling about earlier, suspension, and all the other stuff that we want, the really important safety stuff that's in there. So of course we've got the powered assisted steering on this. It's electronic, so you should be able to use one finger there, although don't do this, kids, whilst driving. So it should be really light. How's it feeling for you?
Oh yeah, it's just a duck to water for me. This is I've driven them all. So the Bentley Spur is very different to the Bentayga, different to the GT, but the steering wheels, you know, the leather is just all the same.
Yeah.
So when you get in there, there is a familiarity, but just obviously different dimensions. I'm a mother of two, and I think for many female mums, it's all about safety. You know, the more you can keep your children safe, the better. What's your take on the Bentley in the sense of safety? I mean, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously price point reflects on that.
Well, with this vehicle, it has electronic stability programming system and dynamic steering and stability programming on it, which means that it's completely adapting all the time, independence of what you're doing, how fast you're traveling, and obviously what the vehicle's doing. So it's got something called a yaw sensor. You know, when you're on a ship or an aeroplane and you feel it move around, it's got one of those in this, which means that if you brake heavy, then the vehicle will move just like an aeroplane goes up and down, or like a boat will go up and down, and the yaw sensor in this vehicle will pick that up and adapt. It will even drop the engine speed without you noticing. You'll still feel like you're motoring along, enjoying it, and it will drop the engine speed so you can safely control the vehicle. It'll even make that power steering there a little bit tweaky so it can feel what you're doing, and it will help do things like the avoidance procedure. You know, when something falls off, or if a young child walks out in front of you, that's scary, or even a football, because we all love to play and dance. You know, if something like that happens, then this vehicle will help you do that and move around. It's got big brakes on it, really big brakes, twin calipers at the front, giving loads and loads of powerful braking force there, which is lovely. And they're really wide tyres, so you've got a strong grip on the road. And of course, us women, we like to look good, so this vehicle helps you look good whilst you're driving along.
I think a big anxiety for a lot of women seeing me in this, including myself, until you get used to it. It's a big car, and women, and generally me included, parking. You're like, how do you park this thing? You know, what's your top tip on driving such a wide car, parking it? What facilities have we got in here to assist?
Well, we've got cameras. We've got front and rear cameras. Yeah. They're really awesome, nice big screen. Helps you out with that. I'm not too sure if this model's got the self-park on it or not. I absolutely love self-park, so that helps you out with a big vehicle. Yeah. Just push the button, looks super cool, and just ride that brake pedal because it does it all for you, which is awesome. What's the sound system like in here? I can see some really big speakers.
Yeah, do you know what? I've just picked it up, and the Bentley stereos are amazing.
Yeah.
And obviously the Bentayga is the loudest stereo in the world.
Awesome.
Can you believe it? So this I've literally picked it up. And I'm getting, I think, for anyone coming into the Bentley. Obviously, if you're purchasing them, they're going to talk you through it and drive you through it. But as a press car, I've gone on the open wide roads just to get familiar, because I've just literally given back a Tesla, and Bentley is working on an electric car, which is our future. I think one of the main things that I get a lot of my followers saying, hey, I can't afford, you know, for me, price point, but you know, you can also rent them, and it's an amazing experience to do that as well. And it's just so beautiful. I mean, look, you know, and this is what I love about the Bentley. I'm accelerating, but it gives you time to get ready for that, what I call very soft kickback. It's a V8. Can we talk about what's under this bonnet? And I'm always saying that it's a lot of luxury handbags under a bonnet.
Well, a V8 is just like a little, let's talk about a Ford Fiesta or something like that. They generally speaking, although the new ones are 3 cylinders, they have 4 cylinders. So we're talking twice. 2 of those engines combined together to make this horsepower. And I tell you what, V8, you can't beat a V8. It sounds so gorgeous. Yeah. It's the best thing out there. So if you wanted to, you could put the windows down and you could have your little posing moment. As Gracie says, you put your foot down, you feel it, it goes, and you hear it, which is awesome. There she is. Hell yeah, that's it.
I'm on sports mode. Highly recommend sports mode.
Yeah.
And I think this is, I'm always about the sound, and I always call it the Bentley wave. Like, I love driving Bentleys, and I've had the experience in Oxfordshire, central London, and here in West Sussex. When you're coming down this road, everyone like, hey, look, how many white vans would just stop and wait for you? I think it just has that presence of like, I'm getting out of the way. So, and for the car industry itself, what's, you know, we've had what we call an absolute disruptive marketing, and it's electric cars. What's your take on it all?
Oh, electric vehicles. Wow. Well, for me, they're the future, I have to say. Yeah. Regardless of all the other bits and bobs, there's a lot of politics around that right now, especially with diesel, because diesels, let's face it, they're still pretty good on MPG, but yeah, electric is the future. It really, really is. And I'm excited about the Tesla. I can't believe you did Tesla, because they're the cutting edge. However, Bentley do have an electric vehicle. You know, and it'd be exciting to go out in one of them, that's for sure. Yeah, awesome. Definitely the future, the greener way, for sure.
Now this is, I'm turning around about, this is what I love. Everyone gets out of the way, yeah, because
everyone's stopping.
But its turning circle is, yeah, look fantastic.
At that. Superb. This is a tiny roundabout, and we've just done that very easily.
But environmentally friendly, because the tech in here is so high end. Bentley already has been for a long time, you know, especially the environment is pretty good, especially the Bentayga. And I drove the Bentayga diesel twice, to be honest. But
can you hear that noise? Hey.
Got to go through a tunnel. I will go through a tunnel. I know. I get it. What's your message to females? I'm not a petrol head, I'm lifestyle, but I love these cars, and because it's emotion and it's flamboyancy, and Bentley for me, it's just like, oh, look at me, you know, I'm an eccentric personality, if you haven't gathered that.
For me, Bentleys, well, yeah, they are everything. The message, oh, don't be afraid, go for it. Definitely, oh, sorry, noise. Oh, there she is. Yes, awesome. For me, yeah, Bentleys, they're an awesome car, and you know, check their finance out, because finance deals probably is the most affordable way. You hear a lot of people saying, you know, look, I've got 2 kids, I've got a house, whatever, you know, that's going on in our lives right now. Of course, that's our lives. We like to live. Our technology and all the rest of it that goes with it all costs money. Look at their finance plan. You never know what you might get out of it. It's a sexy car. I'm sorry to use that term, but my God, this leather, the handling, the control, the safety, the sounds, the comfort, the convenience. It's an everyday practical car if you want it to be.
Am I correct by saying you do like track days and things like that?
Yeah.
You can race.
Yeah.
A lot of women, I'm always saying, you know, it's great to have a microblading or your hair done, but do a track day, get a pro. I'm going to be doing that next month. I'm going to get a pro driver taking me around the track, purely because I'm getting more high end in this car and I want to feel comfortable with it. Would you got any tips for women where they can do that, or why they should do that?
Okay, so I've done a few, well, loads actually. I'm really lucky. Silverstone, they do some really good track days. Have a look online at silverstone.com. They've got some really good track days, all sorts of experience days is what they're called. So if you're thinking about asking a friend, you got Virgin, they do Virgin Experience. They do some online ones. I'm trying to think of the other one that I really like, but that's gone out of my head. Brands Hatch, they have some really good ones. My favourite one at Brands Hatch is a 4x4 in experience. It's awesome. It's out of this world. You literally go like up, down, out of control. You see the sky, you don't see the ground, and then you see the ground, and that's awesome. You don't have to just go fast. There's more to driving than just going stupid fast around a track and having a good time, which I love. You can do many other things. There's also a really good one which is Winter Experience. That's a safety one, and that's really worthwhile spending your pennies out to feel more confident at emergency braking procedures, what to do if a car goes sideways, you know, in the snow or our notorious wet weather, although I don't know where's that gone, Grace. You know,
yes, because you never know what's ahead of you, and
how do I tell you?
Oh yeah,
oh,
no,
this is that's awesome.
All right. Can I just say, oh wow, what fantastic information, and it is to all females out there, and I have 2 young girls, and you know, car engineering is such a fantastic course to do. You know, can I just give you a tip? I'm always braking and going slow when in narrow spaces. That's okay. You know, it's better to be cautious than not. So I'm blabbering on now. And a big thank you to Bentley. Really excited, and I'll be doing the latest GT as well. Oh. I know, and we will be getting Georgina back for that, because wow, I've learnt so much. So I'm just going to turn around, and I always take it nice and wide, and I love it. The cars, you notice, like they just all, I think that they can't.
It's a Bentley, baby.
Yeah. They just get out of your way. I love it. Yeah. And I love everyone's inclusive in my luxury lifestyle, so when I jump out of the car, both men and women stop and look, and I always wave, and they're sort of, oh gosh, she's waving, you know. So I'm a friendly Bentley driver. Thanks very much. And tomorrow I'm heading to Windsor Castle, because this year it's all been about the royals. I know for a fact that Pippa Middleton had booked all fleets of Bentley Bentegas to take her guests up and down. It makes incredible sense. The Queen obviously has like vintage Bentleys, and the up and coming wedding, which is Fergie's daughter, I can't remember her name right now. I wonder what she'll be using for this next royal wedding. Thanks very much. See you when I see you.
Thank you. Bye.